Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are checking out a jump box. It's a jump starter, the king of power from Dbpower. So I've been in the need when traveling of possibly needing a jump box. You know, instead of waiting for a tow truck, you might just take this little box out of your glove box, your trunk, hook it up to your car and be down the road in 5 minutes versus waiting for a tow truck. Nobody wants to be waiting for a tow truck or looking for somebody with jumper cables, which how many people have jumper cables anymore? I have some long, heavy jumper cables that I have never used in the last 15 years probably, but I have them. But this is a handy little unit. So if you like my videos, please hit like and subscribe. And just a little disclaimer here, the products that I purchase are for my use. I use my own money to purchase them, and your mileage may vary, but these are the products that I chose to purchase for my use. Hopefully if you purchase them, they work out for you. So let's get on with the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Let's do it now. So I was looking into a small power jump box system. I did my research. You know, you go online and you do all your research, and you check power and not power, but you check all the reviews and how much you feel like you should spend for something that's going to sit in the car and potentially never be used. So this little jump box from Dbpower comes in this nice little zippered case. And this zippered case comes with everything you need. Get the instruction manual, the user manual. You got a nice chart for how much 1800 milliamp hours for a 4-cylinder engine, a 6-cylinder engine, an 8-cylinder engine. And this is the unit. Comes in nice foam protection. It's Dbpower. Now it has an LCD screen readout. Let's turn this puppy up. We got a slider switch to turn it on. There's a slider switch. So you can see it's at 100%. It's got USB out, 2 out USB outs, 1 input, 1 port to input there, and then you have output over here. So comes with a emergency warning light, a little built-in compass. You could carry this with you if you were out in the woods or something. I think where it would come in really handy out in the woods is for its strobe. Press it twice. So if you press it twice, you got this emergency strobe, so you could set that down in the roadway, you know, behind your vehicle if you're stuck at the middle of the night. And that would be a handy little situation. But what I purchased this for is to jump start the vehicle. Now my vehicle doesn't take a lot to jump start it because it's a plug-in hybrid. It doesn't use a 12-volt battery to crank the car. It only uses a 12-volt battery to energize the contactors, the high voltage contactors for the battery. But nonetheless, this jumper is rated to jump start 4-cylinder, 8-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and 8-cylinder engines. So the connection is right here. And this is the unit that you connect to your battery, and it has these 2 plugs that are, let's see, so these 2 plugs cannot be put in the wrong way because there's one of them square. So it plugs in the unit like this, and then you get this blinking light. Okay, so to use it, you turn on your jump starter, ensure it has a charge of over 50%. You insert the jumper cables into the jumping port. The indicator light is flashing green. We saw that just a minute ago. When the red light is continuously on and the buzzer sounds every second, then the device needs to be charged before it can be used. Connect the red clamp to the positive terminal, the black clamp to the negative terminal of the car battery. The indicator light will change from green flashing to continuously on. Note, in order to eliminate connection errors and ensure safety, the clamps will detect the load every 5 seconds and give a warning tone. This does not affect the jump start. In addition, the clamps will disconnect automatically after 30 seconds and the red lights will stay on with no sound emitted. Please attempt to start the engine within 30 seconds. If you need to attempt to start the engine again after 30 seconds, please remove and reconnect the clamps. So it's a nice looking little unit. Seems to be well built. It's one of those things you may never need, but you could also use it to charge your cell phone in an emergency if you're in a power outage situation. And here in Florida, we are getting ready for hurricane season. So all the battery banks you could get your hands on would be handy. So it comes with a charging 12 volt to this power bank charge. So you can plug this into your car and you could charge this box while you were on your trip driving. It also comes with a micro USB charging cord. Of course, everybody's usually on C. So you could go from A to C if you had your cable, but this doesn't provide a Type C cable. It also has this adapter. So this adapter is for multiple charges. It says charging systems. You got multiple connectors came in the kit. I think this is a nice touch. Not that I'll use any of them, but if you have a power floodlight, a power spotlight, which I do have, that has one of these big connectors on it or something like that, you could use your charging as a backup. Well, gas engine's up to 7.2. That's pretty good. So the capacity on this thing is 1800 milliamps / 66.6 watt hours. It weighs 21.8 ounces. It's got DC input 15 volts 1 amp. USB output 5 volts 2.1 amps and smart 5.2 2.4 amps. So it has a USB port that can charge. And DC output 12 volts to 3.5 amps. Jump start peak output is 800 amps and the jump starter output is 400 amps, which should be more than enough for my needs. You can always purchase units that are bigger if you think you have a bigger engine and a bigger need. So here's the on-off slider button, and there's the LCD screen. So to do the flashlight, you gotta hold it down for 2 seconds and the flashlight comes on. And you can have the flashlight and the flashing red light. That turns off, 2 clicks turns off the red light. So there is the flashing strobe light. I believe that's a SOS. There's a standard SOS. Oh, there's the SOS. I believe it's 2 dots, 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots. And then there's a strobe. And then hold the button down and it turns off the flashlight. So that's how this unit works. I got a better close-up here than I had on the original. So there's your little compass for backpacking. It could come in handy, and it appears to be accurate because that is north. So the strobe, 2 clicks. Now the finish feels really nice. It's a smooth texture. Hopefully it doesn't feel like it has any of that stuff that turns gooey. Now this Jump Start Portable Model DJ550, starting current 400 amps, peak current 800 amps, capacity 800 milliamp hours / 66.6 watt hours. Input 15 volts at 1 amp. USB output 5 volts, 2.4 amps, and 5 volts, 2.1 amps. It's CE certified, FC certified, and ROHS compliant. It is made in China, but it is a nice looking unit, and it's one of those things, guys, that you're just going to throw it in the trunk and never look at it, hopefully. Unless you want to charge your phone with it or something like that while you're traveling, you can do that also. It's good to use these batteries once in a while, not just leave them laying around. So you should put it into practice, into your trip, and use it a little bit. I need to charge some things with it just to make sure that it gets exercised once in a while. So Dbpower. So there you have it, guys. This wraps up today's little short video on this Dbpower power bank slash jump box. This jump box can get you out of a bind in a few minutes. In fact, it only takes 30 seconds once it's connected to the car. Get your car started, throw it back in your glove box, and be down the road. Please hit like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.